Let's talk about self-care. And I know everyone talks about self-care. It became this buzzword that lost all meaning to face masks and bubble baths and treating yourself. But I want to talk about real self-care. The kind that actually sustains you and why it's not selfish even though we've been conditioned to think it is. I learned this lesson the hard way through complete and total burnout. 2 years ago, I was working full time at a demanding job, helping my sister through a divorce, trying to be present for my aging parents, maintaining friendships, attempting to have some kind of life. But I was so stretched thin, I was basically seeing through. Everyone needed something from me, and I gave it every single time. My boss needed me to stay late, sure. My sister needed someone to watch her kids, of course. My mom needed to reorganize her garage. I'll be there. My friend needed to vent for 2 hours. I'm listening. Meanwhile, I was sleeping maybe 5 hours a night, eating whatever was fast, skipping workouts, canceling therapy appointments because I didn't have time, and generally running myself into the ground. People will tell me, you need to take care of yourself. And I think, when? When exactly am I supposed to do that? Because there are only 24 hours in a day and everyone needs me. I felt like self care was this luxury I couldn't afford. Like it was something selfish people did while the rest of us were out here being responsible. Then one day I collapsed. Literally. I was at work, stood up from my desk, and just went down. Everything went black. I woke up in the hospital, served exhaustion, dehydration, dangerously low blood pressure. My body had basically shut down and forced me to stop. The doctor told me I needed to rest, actually rest. For weeks, I started crying because all I could think about was everyone else who needed me, all the things I was supposed to do, and how I was letting everyone down. My best friend who rushed to the hospital looked at me and said something that changed my perspective forever. She said, "You can't pour from an empty cup, and yours isn't just empty. It's shattered on the floor." And here's what I've learned about self-care. It's not selfish, it's strategic. When you take care of yourself, you show up better for everyone else. And this isn't theoretical, this is biological. Because when you're depleted physically, emotionally, and mentally, you don't have anything left to give. Become irritated, impatient, resentful. You make mistakes, you get sick, you burn out. My good friend actually said to me during my recovery, "I'd rather you tell me no when you can't help than you have helped me while secretly resenting me." And she was right. All those times I say yes when I was exhausted, I wasn't fully present. I was there physically, but mentally, I was somewhere else. I was thinking about all the other things I had to do, feeling overwhelmed and resentful. Real self-care isn't indulgent, it's foundational. We've been sold this idea that self-care is a manicure, a spa day, and sure, those things are nice, but that's not what I'm talking about. Real self-care is getting enough sleep even when there's more work to do. Eating food that nourish you, not just whatever convenient. Moving your body in ways that feel good. Going to therapy even when it's hard. Saying no to things that drain you. Spending time alone to recharge. Doing things that brings genuine joy, not just checking boxes. These aren't luxuries, they're necessaries. They're what keeps you alive and functional and sane. Lesson 2. You can't be everything to everyone. This was the hardest lesson I had this identity built around being the dependable one, the one who always showed up, the one who never said no. But that version of me was unsustainable. She ended up on a hospital floor. During my recovery, I had to cancel things. I had to disappoint people. I had to let other people step up and handle things I normally would have handled by myself. And you know what? The world didn't end. My sister found other childcare. My boss redistribute my projects. My friend went to someone else. Everyone solved, included me. I realized when you make yourself indisposable, you're actually doing everyone a disservice. You're not allowing other people to be capable. You're not allowing yourself to be human. 3. Self-care is setting boundaries. After I recovered, I made some big changes. I started working normal hours and leaving my laptop at the office. I started saying no to social commitments when I need alone time. I made my therapy appointments non-negotiable. People noticed. Some people were supportive, some were less so. My boss made comments about me not being as committed as I used to be. A few friends stopped inviting me to things because I declined too many times. And that hurt. It really did. Because I wanted to be everything to everyone. I wanted everyone to like me and need me and think I was amazing. But I had to ask myself, is it worth it? Is other people's approval worth my health, my sanity, my life? The answer was no. 4. You teach people how to treat you. When you constantly put yourself last, you teach people that you're not a priority, not even to yourself. Now, when I take care of myself, I'm modeling something important. I'm showing the people in my life that it's okay to have needs, that it's okay to rest, that your worth isn't determined by how much you produce or how many people you help. My niece told me recently, "You seem happier now." And she's right, I am. Not because my life is easier or I have less responsibility, but because I'm not running on fumes anymore. I have something to give because I'm actually filling my own cup first. 5. What self-care looks like now. I sleep 8 hours a night. Most nights, I eat breakfast. I go to therapy every week. I exercise because it makes me feel good, not because I'm punishing my body. I see friends, but I also spend time alone. I read books that have nothing to do with self-improvement. I sit outside and do absolutely nothing sometimes. And yes, sometimes I get manicures or take a bath. Not because those things are self-care, but because they're nice. They're the cherry on top of the actual foundational care I'm doing. I also say no a lot more than I used to and still feel uncomfortable sometimes, but discomfort is better than collapse. 6. The ripple effect. Here's what no one tells you about self-care. When you start doing it, you give other people permission to do it too. My sister started going to therapy. My mom started taking walks every morning. My best friend started setting boundaries with her family, not because I told them to, but because they saw me doing it. They saw that it was possible, that the world doesn't end when you prioritize yourself. So here's my question for you. What would change in your life if you treat your own needs as important? Not more important than everyone else, but equally important. What would it look like to actually fill your own cup instead of constantly giving from empty? You're not selfish for needing rest. You're not selfish for having limits. You're not selfish for being a human being with needs and feelings and an infinite amount of energy. You're just human, and humans need care, including from themselves. Start small if you need to. Get an extra hour of sleep. Eat a real meal. Take 5 minutes to breathe. Say no to one thing this week. You matter. Your well-being matters. And taking care of yourself isn't taken away from anyone else. It's assuring you have something real to give. Thanks for being here. Take care of yourself. I mean it. And see you in the next episode next week. Bye.